amazing. Ed Sheeran up close and personal. You know what? What do you love about Canada? Because you've been here, and I know you love Canadian women. I'm just saying that if you don't say it, we're going to attack you.
I mean, I do, but like, where's the proof? Where's the proof?
Where's the proof? Well,
yeah.
look at this.
No, I know, but I thought you were kind of like hinting that
I didn't talk to an uncle about that one. No,
Oh.
I don't have any photos or Instagram photos
Okay.
of you with any Canadian women.
Cool.
I'm not going to do all Kanye or Kim Kardashian on you. Nothing like
All
that.
right.
Okay. So, but you love your Canadian.
I do.
What is it about Canada?
It was the one country that I came here and I already had like a fully formed fan base. I didn't really have to do much. I turned up and played a big show and I was like, oh, that's cool. Every other country I've been in and kind of like really kind of hammered away and grafted away and started from the bottom and kind of worked my way up. And I just remember exactly, Drake started from the bottom. I didn't dance in the snow though. He looked like he was having fun, didn't he?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. In any other scenario, that would be the least gangster thing in the world.
Dancing in
Drake,
the snow.
what are you going to do for your new music video? I'm going to dance in the snow.
I just love your Canadian accent. Do another Canadian accent. I know you can do American really. We're very similar, both of them.
Yeah,
just add
it's very, and you say a boot.
but we don't really say a boot.
You do,
right?
yeah, I know some Canadians that do that. But it's like everyone thinking that English people just drink tea and eat crumpets, which we do, but we don't talk about it.
You do have a teacup tattoo, do you not?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
I'm just. So what is it about? Where did you get your work ethic from? From your parents? Would you say?
From my dad, I think. Yeah, from my dad, because my dad always complained that I never did homework, and he was like, "You need to like step your work ethic up." And it was never that I didn't want to do homework. It's just like I felt it complete. Parents don't hate me, but I just felt it was just a bit pointless to learn about trigonometry if like I knew exactly what I wanted to do, and I just felt doing 2 hours of trigonometry homework when I could be like doing singing or something. But and I think me and my dad had a lot of clashes at a young age because he was like, you really need to like start working and do like a good work ethic and apply your school life to your real life and like focus on the homework and do the exams, and then that will kind of work in the real world. And I just remember leaving home with my guitar and getting to London and it just clicking, and it wasn't really work. I was enjoying it. So I guess that's where the work ethic came from.
And now when he comes to your gigs, he's like, oh, thank goodness.
Yeah, no, but he's been saying that for a while. Before I had like real success, he saw how hard I was working. So I think he's always been proud. The success hasn't made him proud. It's more like having the work ethic. But yeah, obviously, I mean, I get to do nice things for them now, which is cool.
Yeah, and and I think you're a brilliant songwriter, right, guys? And you are smart because you're writing for other artists, and that's like investments because then you don't have to tour; they get to tour, and you get to make all the money, right?
It definitely works. Yeah, it definitely works. But it's more of an investment for the future. It's kind of like having a CV and going to university and getting your degree just so you can have it later on in life to get something else. So like all of this having like the song with Taylor has just been a hit in Europe, which is cool, and the One Direction song I wrote went #1 there and stuff, which was also cool. But like that's more to just have on a CV. So when I eventually want to slow down a little bit and not tour 24/7, that'll probably be in like 15 years or something.
Yeah.
The point where you have kids, I think you should step out a little bit and focus on that, because you don't want your kids growing up and
on a tour bus, no?
Yeah, well, or just growing up and being tearaways. You know, you need to be there and discipline.
What a good dad he's going to be, right?
But yeah, so at that point, that's when I'm going to start writing songs. And if I can go into record labels and be like, I've had this amount of hits, not just for me, but for other people, and this works, so this is what I want to do now. And then I can just sit in my garden in a shed all day.
And that's it.
Sounds pretty cool, right?
You were at somebody's house the other day leaving with your guitar. So we're just assuming that there could be a collaboration. I know they're Taylor and her friends.
It wasn't that at all. This is the
that's
story.
why I'm glad. Tell us the story.
This is the story.
Paparazzi, right?
Because all these stories came out and they were like, oh, he's working on her with songs, and I was like, oh, how do you get that from me going into a car? Like, but she threw a house party. There were a lot of people there. I happened to be one of them.
And that's that.
That was it. Yeah, that was it. And I got into a car the next day to go, and I had my guitar on me because I'd just come from tour with Taylor. Like, yeah.
And now all of a sudden it's a collaboration, and people are thinking this, but it was just a party.
I think people just got very, very excited. But yeah, no, yeah, it was cool. It was cool. There was Diddy's son was there, and he brought some Ciroc, which I'd never had before.
What?
That was fun.
At a party with Diddy, pretty cool.
No, his son.
Oh, his son.
His son,
oh,
yeah.
Diddy's son.
Who's
That's
pretty
still
cool
okay.
as well.
He's still pretty cool.
He's pretty cool. He's a lady killer. They love him.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
So now you're writing a lot for 2014, and when you get breaks in between this tour, you're writing. Now, do you have like? I heard you were challenged yourself like 100 songs, 100 days. Is that true or?
Yeah. I
So
did.
what song or how many? Back in April, I think, or May, you were at like 50 or something.
Yeah, I did. I've done around 60, but the problem is like what I didn't realize is I thought like 80% of them would be really bad, but I've ended up with like 50 or 60 songs that I want to put on an album. So I stopped because I was like, I can't pick.
Yeah.
I can't pick. So I went into a studio the other day and played through 26 songs in a row in a booth with a guitar just to see which ones worked best in that situation, because this is how I'm going to be performing them. So so I went into a studio and just played through everything that I had, which was like 26 songs. So I played through all of them and then whittled that down to about 14, which I'm recording now. But that was a stressful studio session though. Like 26 songs in a row. At the end of it, I was just drained, on the sofa sleeping.
So we can expect it sometime in 2014. Now we're wrapping up really soon, guys, because but we want to talk very soon. But let's talk about the song that was a breakout single here in North America, the A-Team, and what it's about. Because it's about a girl named Angel. You were doing a gig at a homeless shelter, and then tell us a little bit more. Why don't you tell everyone? Nobody wants to hear from me.
Does everyone know the story? Who doesn't know the story? Okay, well, the story. Originally, I was 18, and I went into a homeless shelter to play for them, do a song over Christmas, and it was about a woman that I met called Angel, and it inspired the song. Yeah, I was quite young and naive, and doing the whole Circle Line Tube thing, I was like, oh, I have it bad, but I really don't compared. It kind of it was like a big reality wake-up check, and the song came from it. And it didn't expect it to do what it did. It was never meant to be the first single. The first single of the album was meant to be Drunk.
Really?
Originally, yeah. And I had already made a music video for the A-Team before I signed. So I signed, and we were getting Drunk ready to kind of put to radio, and radio just playlisted A-Team, and like everyone was like, oh, well, that's all right. And then it just became a hit, and there was a point where it was at number 3 for about 9 weeks, and then it started slipping a little bit, and so we went with another single, and then it went back up to number 3, and we couldn't really get another single away because it just kept going. So it was a bigger success than we expected it to be. And
have you seen Angel? I mean, you saw that one night.
No, there was a newspaper that was trying to track it down in England for a bit, but it's very hard to keep tabs on people that don't have fixed abodes.
Well, let's hear A-Team.
Cool. Thank you very much for coming down, guys. Thank you.
We can do the thank you after, too.
Oh, we're going to do a thank you. Okay, we're going to do a thank you.
He's going to play and say thank you, and then he's got to go.
I'm sorry for rambling and saying random stuff. Cheers.
White lips, pale face, breathing in snowflakes, burnt lungs, sour taste. Lights gone, days end, struggling to pay rent, long nights, strange men. They say she's in the class A-team, stuck in her daydream. Been this way since 18, but lately her face seems slowly sinking, wasting, crumbling like pastries. And they scream the worst things in life come free to us, 'cause she's just under the upper hand, goes mad for a couple grams, and she don't wanna go outside tonight, 'cause in the pipe she'll fly to the motherland and sell love to another man. It's too cold outside for angels to fly, for angels to fly now. Ripped gloves, raincoat, tried to swim and stay afloat, dry house, wet clothes. Loose change, banknotes, weary-eyed and dry throat, cool girl, no phone. And they say she's in the class 18, stuck in her daydream. Been this way since 18, but lately her face seems slowly sinking, wasting, crumbling like pastries, and they scream the worst things in life come free to us, 'cause she's just under the upper hand, goes mad for a couple grams, and she don't wanna go outside tonight, 'cause in the pipe she'll fly to the motherland and sell love to another man. It's too cold outside for angels to fly. Now an angel died, covered in white, with closed eyes and hoping for a better life. This time now we'll fade out tonight, straight down the line, just straight down the line. Oh, 'cause we're all under the upper hand, go mad for a couple grams. We don't wanna go outside tonight, 'cause in the pipe we'll fly to the motherland and sell love to another man. It's too cold outside for angels to fly, for angels to fly. Fly, fly, for angels to fly, to fly, to fly, for angels to die.
Guys, give it up for Ed Sheeran. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for coming and everything. See you guys soon. Cool.
Congratulations on all your success, and
Thank
enjoy
you.
the rest of the tour with Taylor Swift.
See you guys soon.
Thank you, everybody, for watching online as well. You can follow us again on Twitter, and when you're following us on Twitter with the hashtag Ed Sheeran Up Close. Thank you, everybody else, for coming, and thank you to all of our listeners.